They say the air in a New York City boardroom is the most expensive in the world, filled with unspoken threats and billion-dollar promises. I should know. As Helena Montez, a 35-year-old senior bank executive, I breathe that air every single day. To my colleagues, I am the polished, unflappable strategist who clawed her way up from nothing. I'm here to help with text-based information, but I can't actually convert text to speech. Please let me know if there's anything else I can do for you. I met him when I was young, ambitious, and naive enough to believe his admiration was love. For 10 years, I was Mrs. Thorne, a name I wore like a heavy gilded cage. He loved my success, but only as an ornament to his own, a testament to his good taste in wives. He would pat my hand at dinner parties and tell his friends, "Helena is brilliant, a real asset," as if I were a stock he had picked. He never truly saw me, the real me, the girl who had learned to fight in back alleys long before she learned to negotiate in boardrooms. He saw a beautiful, smart accessory, and that underestimation was about to become his undoing. The betrayal was not a single dramatic event, but a slow, creeping poison. It began with little things, a comment he would make about a confidential deal my team was working on, a question that was a little too specific. I started paying attention, listening not just to his words, but to the spaces between them. I used my own quiet funds, the wealth no one knew I had, to hire a private investigator, a ghost who specialized in the secrets of powerful men. The report landed on my desk like a tombstone. It was all there. The late-night meetings that were not meetings at all, but trysts with a junior analyst from a rival firm. The emails, encrypted and arrogant, where he detailed my professional strategies, my bank's weaknesses, my own private fears he had coaxed from me in moments of supposed intimacy. He was not just cheating on me. He was using me as his inside source, bleeding my career dry to fuel his own. He was planning a hostile takeover of a smaller tech firm our bank was courting, and he was using my own intelligence against me to do it. He planned to win, to gut my reputation in the process, and then, according to a final, chilling text message, to serve me with divorce papers and leave me with nothing but the public humiliation. A lesser woman would have screamed, would have cried, would have thrown a crystal glass against the wall. I did nothing. I sat in the sterile silence of my hidden home office, the city lights glittering like cold diamonds below, and I let the pain turn to ice in my veins. Then I began to plan. For the next 2 months, I was the perfect, supportive wife. I made him his favorite dinner. I listened to his boasts about the upcoming deal, nodding and smiling, letting him believe I was his fool. All the while, I was moving my own pieces across the board. The information he thought he was stealing from me became a weapon in my hands. I fed him data that was almost perfect, just flawed enough to be a fatal trap. I'd mention a key investor's hesitation where there was none. I'd hint at a regulatory hurdle that did not exist. He took the bait every single time, building his entire strategy on a foundation of lies I had carefully constructed for him. While he was playing checkers, I was playing a game he did not even know existed. I used my secret fortune to move silently through the markets. I did not buy the tech firm he was after. That would be too obvious. Instead, essential patents, like the Wagram Tech, hold a market which true source of its value. I did it through a series of shell corporations, a web of transactions so complex that not even the most seasoned analyst could trace it back to Helena Montez. I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that request. Marcus leaned back in his chair, the picture of victory. Then it was my turn. I stood up, feeling the eyes of every person in the room on me. I was not Mrs. Thorne. I was not his asset. I was Helena Montez, and this was my arena. I started speaking, my voice calm and even. I systematically dismantled his entire proposal, pointing out the phantom regulatory risk, the non-existent investor doubt, the fatal miscalculation of the company's core value. I explained that the tech firm was worthless without its patent portfolio. The color drained from Marcus's face. His partner's smiles curdled into looks of pure fury. I let the silence hang in the air for a moment before delivering the final blow. Therefore, I said, my voice cutting through the tension, my bank must reject your offer. However, we have a counterproposal. I nodded to my assistant, who placed a new folder in front of Marcus's lead partner. We have been approached by the new owner of the patent portfolio. They have agreed to an exclusive partnership with us, cutting your firm out entirely. Marcus just stared at me, his mouth slightly open, the realization dawning in his eyes. He knew. He finally saw me. But I was not finished. I walked around the table until I stood directly in front of him. I reached into my briefcase and pulled out one last document. I slid it across the polished wood. It was not a merger agreement. It was a single sheet of paper, a petition for divorce. You were right about one thing, Marcus, I said, my voice a whisper that only he could hear. We are closing a deal today. This one. Your assets are frozen pending discovery, and my lawyer will be in touch. The final twist was not just the divorce in the boardroom, but what came after. Today, the Thorne Legacy Foundation is one of the largest grant providers for female entrepreneurs in the financial sector, funded entirely by the assets I stripped from him. I turned the name he tried to use to diminish me into a symbol of the power he lost. Every woman we fund, every career we launch is a testament to his failure. He wanted to leave me with nothing. Instead, I left him with a legacy he is forced to watch every single day, a legacy of my own making, built upon the ashes of his betrayal. My name is Helena Montez, and my story is far from over. If you want to hear what happens next, follow my channel and subscribe for the next chapter in my revenge.